Our story begins in a quiet village in China. By the lake, a little girl plays while her father prepares his net for fishing. He steps into the shallow water, ready to begin his work. The girl starts crying, upset that her father is leaving her behind. To comfort her, he comes back out, sits beside her, and begins making silly faces and playful movements that make her laugh with joy. But suddenly, the father stiffens and convulses. Something beneath the surface drags him deeper into the lake. The little girl, thinking her father is still joking, laughs, until he vanishes completely and only blood surfaces. The child bursts into tears and the villagers rush to the scene, calling for a demon hunter. The hunter chants spells and hurls an explosive into the lake. A violent blast follows, and moments later, a giant manta ray floats to the top. The hunter declares the fish was possessed by a demon and killed the man. The villagers cheer and thank him for destroying the creature. But one man speaks up, insisting the fish was not a demon. His name is Tang, also a demon hunter, though far less respected. Offended, the other hunter attacks Tang, accusing him of siding with demons. The villagers turn against Tang, binding him and hanging him as punishment. Believing the waters are now safe, they all rush to swim. Tang, still tied, watches helplessly. The joy is short-lived. A terrifying monster suddenly emerges from the depths and swallows a woman whole. Panic erupts as villagers scramble to escape. They think they are safe on land, but the monster lashes out its tongue, hunting them down. The little girl runs toward her mother, but the beast's tongue darts out to grab her. The villagers pull with all their strength, managing to rip the monster's tongue apart and save the girl. But in the next instant, the monster leaps out of the lake and swallows the child whole. Her mother, crazed with grief, dives in to save her. Meanwhile, Tang desperately gnaws through his ropes, trying to free himself. The mother soon comes face to face with the colossal monster. She pleads for her daughter, but the beast devours her and thrashes violently, collapsing nearby houses and bridges. Villagers stumble and slip, and one boy slides toward the lake. At last, Tang breaks free. He leaps onto a wooden plank just as the boy slides toward him. Tang grabs the boy as the monster lunges. Using the beast's weight against it, Tang pulls the child to safety. The monster crashes into the plank and gets stuck, allowing Tang to carry the boy back to his mother. Elsewhere, the false demon hunter hides like a coward. Then, a terrified heavyset woman, trembling with each step, runs and leaps toward the monster. Her impact shakes the plank so hard that it launches the beast into the air. The monster comes crashing down, landing directly on the fake hunter who was trying to escape. Exposed to the air, the creature begins to die and transforms into a harmless-looking young man. The angry villagers demand his execution, but Tang intervenes, insisting he has a better way. He brings out his musical instruments and a book of songs, hoping to use music to cleanse the evil inside the boy. Tang begins to sing, but his voice is so terrible that everyone, including the demon boy, looks baffled. The lyrics and delivery are so poor that the demon nearly goes insane from it. Enraged, he attacks Tang violently, smashing everything in sight. Just before he kills Tang, a woman appears. She seizes the boy by the hair, beats him down, and seals him inside a magical sack, reducing him to a toy. Her name is Duan, also a demon hunter. Tang shows her his own tools, but she laughs at him. The villagers praise her for saving them. Humiliated, Tang cries at his failure, but his master reassures him. Turning evil into good is never easy. He then tells Tang of another demon nearby, one hiding inside a restaurant that serves human flesh. That night, Tang arrives at the restaurant filled with patrons enjoying food. A woman greets him, but Tang sees through her facade. He demands she reveal her true form. She transforms into a demon and attacks. But once again, Duan appears, saving Tang and defeating the demon, burning her to ash. She slaughters the other demons in the restaurant with her enchanted rings, then demands the leader reveal himself. At that moment, a young man creeps up behind her, but Duan reacts instantly and strikes him. They battle fiercely, but Duan outmatches him. She hurls her rings, slicing his face until a pig's snout emerges. He grabs a shovel, blocking her attacks and pressing closer. He leaps high, slamming the shovel downward with all his might. Duan blocks with smaller rings, but they shatter. She dodges, leaps behind him, and lands a blow that forces his true form, a pig demon, to appear. Duan restrains him and calls for Tang to trap his soul. Tang tries to summon his courage, but the pig's grotesque face terrifies him. He stumbles and accidentally falls onto the pig's face, nearly kissing him, and the demon's soul rushes into his mouth. Duan yanks it out and seals it in her bag, but the creature is too powerful. The sack bursts, and the pig expands into his monstrous true size. Tang and Duan flee as the restaurant collapses. At a nearby lake, Duan tends to her wounds. She removes her clothing and asks Tang to press on the injury. Tang obeys, but becomes distracted, and when Duan closes her eyes, expecting a kiss, he pulls away, remembering his vows as a monk. He walks off, leaving her disappointed. The next day, Tang confesses to his master that he has failed once more. His master explains that to defeat the pig demon, Tang must seek help from the demon king Wukong, who had been imprisoned beneath a mountain 5 centuries ago. That night, Tang travels to the mountain, but falls into a trap set by Duan and 5 allies. Duan demands he marry her, but Tang refuses, insisting monks must love all equally and cannot choose one above others. Enraged, Duan imprisons him. Her sister advises her to win him with feminine charm. Duan tries to dance, but fails. Her sister casts a spell to control her dancing and make her alluring, but the spell malfunctions, causing Duan to strike Tang repeatedly. The spell then transfers to Tang himself. Outside, Duan's sister dances, forcing Tang's body to move in sync. The guards laugh as Tang dances and strips unwillingly. They beat him, but Duan's sister intervenes, explaining the mishap. Amid this chaos, the pig demon returns. The group flees in a cart, but the beast pursues. Duan pushes Tang out just before the cart collides with the monster and is destroyed. No one is killed, but the demon surrounds them, intent on revenge. Suddenly, a warrior radiating tiger-like energy appears. He overwhelms the pig, kicks it skyward, and forces it to retreat. He is also a demon hunter, accompanied by an old fighter called Mighty Foot, and a flamboyant prince, trailed by 4 maids constantly showering him with flowers. The prince declares they came to slay the pig demon. Tang scolds them. You hunt demons for fame and money, not righteousness. He demands Duan return his songbook, accusing her of wasting his time. Furious, Duan rips the book apart, shouting, "Without me, you are nothing. The province would be lost without me." Tang says nothing, watching her attempt to flirt with the prince to provoke jealousy. But he walks away, unmoved, leaving her hurt. After a long journey, Tang reaches the lotus-covered mountain. Though the lake is dry, a massive lotus descends from a cavernous hole. Inside, Tang encounters a wild-eyed man who hugs and kisses him. Tang realizes this is Wukong, the imprisoned demon king. Tang asks for help defeating the pig demon, but Wukong only seeks freedom. He tries to trick Tang into breaking the spell, but Tang refuses. Wukong attempts escape, only to be shocked and whipped by enchanted restraints. Pitying him, Tang gives him a banana. Calmer, Wukong explains the pig can be lured by a beautiful woman dancing under the moonlight, recalling his love for his wife. Duan overhears and volunteers to be the bait. Tang protests, but Wukong flirts with her and teaches her to dance, stirring Tang's jealousy and making him realize he loves her. That night, Duan dances under the moon as Tang plays music. The pig demon arrives, drawn into the cave by the trap. Duan seals him into a toy and hands Tang both demon toys, urging him to use his music to purify them. She slips a ring on Tang's finger, hoping to bind him to her, but Tang angrily rejects it, saying he'd rather lose his finger than wed. Hurt, Duan takes back the ring and gives him the repaired songbook, but he refuses it too. Insulted, she walks away in tears, vowing never to return. Tang steps outside, gazing sadly at the moon, realizing his feelings. Wukong then calls out, asking Tang to remove a mercury flower blocking the moonlight. Tang complies, and the flowers ignite, collapsing the cave. Freed, Wukong transforms into fire, hurling Tang around while laughing at his trickery. Tang warns. The Buddha sees all. Furious, Wukong tears out Tang's hair but fails to break his spirit. Suddenly, 3 demon hunters arrive. The Northern King charges, but Wukong kills him instantly. Mighty Foot enlarges his body and slams Wukong, but Wukong cripples him and finishes him off. The prince attacks, unleashing a storm of swords. Wukong shatters them, but the prince fuses them into one mighty blade and lands a crushing blow that breaks Wukong's staff. Yet the blade shatters too. The prince unleashes devastating sound waves, but Wukong counters with the form of a colossal gorilla, obliterating him into dust. Wukong turns toward Tang, but Duan arrives, fighting fiercely to protect him. Her rings evaporate on contact with Wukong. He slaps her aside brutally. Tang runs to her, devastated. With her dying breath, Duan asks, "Do you love me?" Tang sobs, confessing he has loved her since the first time he saw her. Smiling through tears, Duan dies. Tang takes her ring and places it on his finger. Wukong seizes Tang, explodes him, but suddenly senses something wrong. Tang reappears, chanting from his repaired songbook. A colossal Buddha manifests, its flaming palm descending toward earth. Wukong resists, transforming into a massive gorilla, roaring in defiance. But the divine hand overwhelms him, casting him into another dimension. With Wukong subdued, Tang binds Duan's ring to his head, making him both servant and disciple. Wukong, defeated, acknowledges Tang's strength. Now you are ready to journey west and retrieve the sacred scriptures from India. Tang sets out with the demons he has tamed, their evil turned to good, now his companions. The 4 begin their journey together, and with that, our story ends. Don't forget to like and subscribe.